In this video, we hit some gnarly jumps, have 2 flat tires, a broken swing arm, play in the mud, and get really stuck.
We got one more chance! I mean, Jesus Christ!
Stick around as we take on Mountain Ridge. Hey, it's Benji. So tomorrow we are going to Mountain State ATV Park up in Pennsylvania. Tonight we're gonna go ahead and load up all the equipment, and we're gonna put 3 ATVs up. That's gonna be all 3 of us, and then tomorrow we're gonna leave bright and early in the morning and try and get there as close to 9 o'clock as possible. What's up, buddy? You want to grab the black ramps from the truck? All right, those are gonna go right here. All right, there you go. By now you guys know that things rarely go according to plan. We had intended to take all 3 ATVs with us, but unfortunately, well, we found an issue with the rancher, which honestly is not surprising. You see it?
Yeah, give me that. There's a hammer over there.
And in this case, the rim was bent and we just couldn't use it. Instead of spending all night trying to fix it, Sammy just made the call and we went without him. ATV loaded up. Yeah, I think we're ready to roll. So with everything packed up, we were ready to ride the next morning. Dude, let's go ride some ATVs. Oh look, you see the sun. Now, this is the first time I've ever been to this park, and let me tell you, the feeling of anticipation when you come in and see those windmills and you see hundreds of trucks and trailers and ATVs riding around, we were so excited to get the truck unloaded.
I recommend you probably go the other way. We got all this emergency equipment coming up.
All right. It's really cool riding on these trails right below the windmills, because it's such a contrast to what you're used to out in nature. You have your trails, your forests, and then you just see these giant shadows moving over you and you realize you're just under these windmills. It's quite an experience. Definitely something you should try out. I mean, this place is amazing. Oh man, I'm having a blast so far though. Definitely worth a 2-hour drive to get here. I can see this place becoming one of my regular go-tos. Because the road, it lets you get up to speed and enjoy the fast pace, but there's a lot of turns and it's bumpy and there's things that keep you engaged, whereas with South Peddler Trail, it gets a bit redundant after a while. Like you just kind of get the same stuff over and over again. But with this, whoo! There's enough that just keeps you coming back for more. The jumps though, holy cow. I am enjoying the jumps a lot. I do go into some of these turns a bit hot though. And you really feel the Grizzly. I almost need to be counter steering a bit more than I am and shifting my weight to keep over the machine. Because like, you just feel the whole body roll. And I can't quite swing out my tail because, I don't know, I think the ruts are deep enough that it keeps me in the track. So you can't really drift it either. Oh God, though, I'm getting sore. My back is sore, my arm, my wrist. Woo! I need to stretch a minute. My back is tight. What do you think so far? Really? I like it, man. I'm having a blast. Yeah. The motocross track was really cool, and it made me understand why dirt bikes and even more sports-related ATVs would be a lot of fun. The Grizzly is an awesome machine, but at some point you just cannot throw 700 pounds into tight corners and expect it to drift around easily. Also with jumps, every time I hit a jump, I just was like, this is not something I want to break. But then you see some of these other sports ATVs and they can go flying over the tables. Did you see me jumping it? Oh, dude, I was getting air, man. Woo! The whole cooler came out. I guess I might have been taking some of those hills a bit quick. Right next to the motocross track was the Mudhole. This place was kind of like a gathering for Mountain Ridge. Eventually everybody finds this place and of course they gather. Mostly because we want to see who's going to be crazy enough to go in first. I love how everyone else is waiting for someone to go first because they want to see if we can make it through. I saw that, I was like, nope, not doing that. No, you did not. You went around it. I saw you.
I went around that turn.
Someone lost a shoe. No one's going in the water. Everyone knows better. Now, don't be fooled here. I'm not this brave normally. I saw a few other people go in before me, and finally I worked up the courage to do it myself. Let me say that this was probably one of my favorite things I did the entire day. Yep, I understand. You're too scared to go in.
I go on the other side.
What? That? No, that's too deep.
No, it's not.
I think it is. I like this side. This is fine. I'm comfortable with this side. Now, our brave explorers have figured out 2 areas to ride in safely, but we still didn't know where else we could ride. And then we met this guy. Look at him.
You about rolled it.
Oh dear God, bad idea. This guy was our hero. He went into every mud hole with reckless abandon and no fear. He drove a machine on stock tires in 2-wheel drive and figured out every single puddle and how deep they were. By the time we saw this guy go through it, I knew I could take anything on the Grizzly, and to that, I am grateful. Hey! Man! I think he might be done with the mud. Well, you've hit them all, I think.
Let's go do it right there.
no, he's done. He's done. He was in fact done after this. It took us 30 minutes, 2 side-by-sides and an ATV to pull him out.
He's really stuck in there.
Yeah. He's probably feeling a little uncomfortable right about now.
Just broke the cable.
Watch your right, buddy.
By now we have spent about an hour at the watering hole. I had to go through one more time because it was a ton of fun, but then after that we decided to hit some trails again. Let's go to the drag strip. Now all my Grizzly owners out there will know that the Grizzly can go 66 miles an hour. However, I am still in the braking period, so I can only go about 75% throttle. But it was still enough to beat Lucas, and that's all that matters. I didn't even think about the dust. Oh man. Dude, you got so much dust on your face. Hey, wait, Lucas, show us your face.
Look how flat it is.
Oh, that's a great one. All right, you got this? Okay, okay. So the trick is you want to hook one finger around an edge like this, and then as you fling it, you're going to pull on that finger last. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. By the time we made it back to the watering hole, we met Bill and Grice. These guys have been riding around the park all day just like we had, and we kind of hit it off in a conversation. Grice was having a blast riding through the pond. Right up the middle, there's this land bridge that's only about 2 inches deep, and he somehow managed to hit it every single time. Unfortunately, his luck wouldn't last the entire day. This was the first time any of us had been to this park before, but Lucas and I had already seen a couple of things, and we decided that we should all ride together and we could at least act as a semi-informed tour guide. Okay? Eventually, we found another mud hole out on Gentle Bend. And of course, all of us had to go through. Much to my surprise, even Lucas decided to go in. Of course, he kept his feet up because he didn't want to get wet. But I can hardly blame him for that. Grice did his best, but after 2 attempts, his ATV was not up to the challenge. He did get wet though. My dude, he got a little bit wet there. There we go. So this is the Hillclimb. Now, it doesn't look super impressive in the photos, but seeing it in person is another matter. It has a 150-foot elevation gain from the low point all the way up to the high point. And coming up to the base of it, it was pretty intimidating. I was more than happy to let Lucas take the lead on this one. Oh yeah, that's easy. All right. The rules of hill climbing are pretty simple. Basically, go fast enough that you don't lose momentum, but don't go too fast that you lose control of the machine. The second rule is do not stop. Stopping is your worst enemy because you either have to accelerate out of a dead stop, which is going to shift your weight further back and throw off the balance of the machine, or you're going to be rolling back down the hill, tapping the brakes, and that'll also flip your machine. Your best bet is just to keep going all the way through. That is a little scary, but it wasn't too bad. So up until now, we had been making great progress through the park and had almost no issues along the way. But then this happened.
This snapped because of the rock.
Oh, because you hit a big rock?
Yeah, it was like big giant.
Damn, that thing broke that frame right off too. I heard something pop. I thought it was a tire. Oh man.
I checked that.
It was now 4:20. We had 40 minutes to get out before the park was
I
closed.
need to.
And it was
the
starting
chain
to
adjustment
rain.
on this is 17 millimeter and. Wow! I can't believe that swing arm snapped. That's crazy. With friggin' 40 pounds on it? You were hitting them jumps hard, bud.
I know.
Dude, we need to go slow. If this thing runs again, it's going slow, okay? We'll get you fixed.
It'll get us, it'll at least get you back to camp.
I hope. Slow, right? We don't even know where to go. You think they'll let us ride on the roads because the thing's busted now?
They will. We already saw people drive by because they had.
Well, we don't want to get yelled at.
Yeah, well.
But whatever, they can yell all they want. It's like,
Yeah, I think as soon as we can get off the main trails, we need to take the road up. At this point, we were just hoping to get the machine riding. We were thinking that Grice could ride out on his own, and we could just take it nice and easy. But the moment he gave it a little bit of power, the chain slipped right off the sprocket. So this was not going to happen.
can we use your strap to tow it?
Yeah,
Because that's holding it so it's at least towable, right?
And we see he has a flat tire.
I'm pumping the truck. It looks like a slow leak.
We're just hitting all the issues.
Now.
There comes a certain point on the trail when everything goes wrong and you realize, you know what, it's an adventure. We came out here to have fun, and getting out of this mess will make for a great story later.
Oh, yeah. Man, this has been an adventure, huh?
As it turns out, that's easier said than done. We are up here by Windmill 7 and the trail climb. We had the accident right here. This is where the axle broke. We have to get all the way back to the office. And to do that, we decided that the best way was to go along the flat, safe route of the service highway. So we went all the way around the windmills, down the service road, out to the main entrance, and then we doubled back, came all the way around, then we go south off the map, come back up and around, and we made it back to the office. Now you might be saying, hey, why not take a direct route? That is actually the smart thing to do and would have saved us a lot of time. Unfortunately, this is the map we are working with. Yeah, take a good long look at that map. I know we did. Yep, we looked at that map for a long time. All right, buddy, you ready?
Sorry, dude.
It's all
Next
good.
time we meet, I will have one of these for
Hey,
you.
I'll keep this as a souvenir.
There you go. Triple knot, baby. We got about 3 miles left.
We made the ratchet strap stronger by taking out the ratchet. All right, buddy, you ready? Awesome. Supposed to leave at 5. So we're trying to get home as quick as we can. We're getting close. Yeah, hey, we're going the right way. Well, we made it. Yeah, we made it. That's all that counts. We rode about 50 miles today. It's been quite an adventure. We just got everything loaded up and now we're headed out. I think that's it for this one. Any last words?
Polaris is terrible.
Polaris are terrible, yep. The rear axle completely snapped off.
No, give or take, it was like a little 110.
Yeah.
So it was not meant for what they were doing.
Mountain Ridge ATV Park. We will be coming back here to go camping. This has been a blast. Anyway, see you guys later.